Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to AFC on Hajj. Inshallah, in the next 5 minutes or so, around 10:30 a.m. South African time, we'll be connecting live to Arafah, meeting with the Hujjaj and those parents, especially of Al Falah College, who are on Hajj. Jazakallah khair. Please stay tuned. Alhamdulillah, we are waiting our Hujjaj. It is a phenomenal moment for the Hujjaj on Arafah. And really, it is a journey of hope. It is a journey of mercy. And really, one must understand that every Haji there is a guest of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And give us some time now so that we can link up with our guests, Yasin, and hopefully we'll be contacting him shortly and thereafter conducting interviews with our Hujjaj, inshallah. As I sit here waiting for our link up, I'm actually nervous because one can imagine the sanctity of the moment on Arafah. And when on Hajj previously, one feels that same feeling of hope, mercy, forgiveness. And you are in the majesty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with billions of people, all dressed alike, king and pauper looking the same. And it is only Allah who looks at hearts and deeds, and the du'as raised to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with the righteous and the pious and everyone there. So it is a moment of humility, and it is the greatest leveler, I think. So therefore, let us make dua also that Allah take us again and again for Hajj. Those who have not performed Hajj, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them the means to perform Hajj. And also for those who want to go there again, may Allah make it easy, inshallah.
Huh? Oh, okay.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Yasin.
Mr. Suji, Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, how are you? Are we all good?
Good, can't complain. Just a bit warm,
Uh,
to put it mildly.
is it? Alhamdulillah. Yeah, it's very cold. It's cold here in Johannesburg. Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. Yasin, you're looking good there, MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I go live and we can? Assalamu alaikum to the world and to the parents of Al Falah College, to the teachers of Al Falah College. Alhamdulillah, we are live with Brother Yasin on Arafah. The Hujjaj are there. And if you are looking at what I'm looking, surely it's a moment of humility. It's a moment of grace. So Yasin, take us through the initial feeling of coming onto Arafah as you are walking now.
I think, Mr. Suji, it's very difficult to put this into tangible words. This is the culmination of the journey for some Hujjaj of over 7 weeks. Arriving in Medina 7 weeks ago and starting their journey at Masjid al-Nabawi, conveying their salams to our beloved Nabi, visiting the ziyarah places, and then moving on from Medina to Makkah, from Makkah, then settling into Azizia and preparing for the days of Hajj. I think it only truly struck people once they saw the yellow signs that demarcate that Arafah starts here. Even on the bus this morning, once the labbaik was being called, no one really comprehended it. And I think once they saw the yellow signs that demarcated the boundaries of Arafah, that is when the emotions became real for everyone. That this is the day that they were waiting for.
You know, my brother, my skin is crawling as I recall the days of Hajj when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed me to go there, you know, and it was an experience one cannot forget. So that is what we want to talk about here today, Brother Yasin, a journey of a lifetime, a journey of saving, a journey of true connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Have you got perhaps any parents, any Hujjaj that would like to be interviewed this morning here?
I was hoping to gather as many of the Al Falah parents as we could. Unfortunately, quite a few of them are resting before the time of Wukuf. So it's I'm alone at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. I'm sure any Hujjaj around you would like to do.
Yes, I've got plenty Hujjaj at the moment. What I'm going to do is, Mr. Suji, I'm going to before we get to the interviews, Alhamdulillah, I just want to show you all what the South African camps look like this year. So I'm going to do a quick walk around.
Let's do that. Okay, let's do that, inshallah. While we're in it, let's engage in discussion. How was your build up to the day of Arafah?
I was as part of myself as one of the khadims or guides for Khidmatul Awam. I've been here for quite some time. We've assisted with the logistics for Hujjaj from the time they left South Africa, from the time they were credited, right through to the time they departed. We with them at the airports as they travel in transit from Dubai or from South Africa to Dubai, from Dubai to Medina. When they perform Umrah, we help them throughout the journey, inshallah. So I've been here for this. We've got about Khidmatul Awam has 1,100 and somewhat odd Hujjaj with them. I've been with them throughout this journey. In total, there are 3,500 South Africans accredited by Sauk on the plains of the Mashayikh to this year. So where we are currently based is on Arafah, and what I'm showing you guys now is the air-conditioned tents or permanent structures that they've actually put up for us for the Hujjaj this year. And I'm going to walk between them, and outside you can see the air conditioners working quite efficiently. And these structures are completely sealed. I'm not sure, Mr. if you remember when you've been on Hajj or if you've been on Hajj before, those would remember what the tents would be like for us. They were completely open to the elements, and they never worked. Nothing ever worked.
No, absolutely. I'm looking at the tents and I'm recalling the days that we were on Hajj, and really it's a phenomenal experience now to see the difference, to see the development. It's really an amazing development that has taken place. It is surely a Hajj of comfort, you know, where the Hujjaj have got so many more amenities that they can appreciate. And one can only look back and think, how did Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba Radiallahu Ajma'in perform Hajj in in circumstances and situations that were very, very different. MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
So I'm not sure if you can hear Mr. Suji. The
Yes, I can
Hujjaj
hear.
they engaged in zikr.
Oh, MashaAllah, it's
Is it
riveting,
coming
to
through?
say the least. Very clearly, yes.
Alhamdulillah. So there was ice cream for us earlier.
Uh-huh.
I think it's all
No
finished
ice
now.
cream. Subhanallah.
Everyone's finished the ice cream. Okay, so I'm going to take a walk
Mashallah.
outside the camps to show you where
Uh-huh.
we are located and the proximity to Jabal Rahma, inshallah.
MashaAllah, please do so.
Okay. So, Mr. Sudi, I'm going to turn the camera back towards me while I'm walking. If you have any other questions while we...
Yeah. Tell me, in terms of the crowd that we see, is it so huge? Is it, one cannot understand it from this side of the screen when you're looking at the Kabatullah and so many people making tawaf. Is the crowd huge? Is the crowd as big as you say it is? And do you feel the crowd?
It is as big as you see it on TV. It is bigger than you expect it when you see it on TV. And it is difficult for people who are not on Hajj to comprehend the enormity of the Ummah on Hajj, on this journey. And especially to realize that every single one of them is all performing the same rites as you are.
Okay, we just got a bit of a freeze there, but we'll come back, inshallah. Yasin, can you hear me? Okay. We seem to have a technical issue with the link up, inshallah. Stay tuned and we'll link up again. Assalamu alaikum. And I get a message now that our brother Yasin's phone has actually shut down because of the extreme heat there. And one can only imagine the feeling of excitement to be on Arafah, and also that spiritual moment to have with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Arafah is unique to every individual. And here we are trying to get to talk to the Hujjaj before the time of Waquf, so that, we can understand their feeling, and we can also make dua to be there, perhaps next year or the following year. So we are waiting on Yasin. I see that he's saying he's going into the Sahuk tent to reconnect so that we can interview some of our parents and other Hujjaj there. And in that way, we can build a desire in our children too, that they must yearn to do Hajj. They must learn to save for this important moment with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because we are too used to spending on luxury. We are so used to spending on luxuries in every way. So in teaching our children to save for Hajj, it's actually teaching them the understanding that you're going to be with Allah. And the least you can do is put some money away every month. And hopefully, when you get older, you'll have that sufficient amount of money to be on Hajj. So we await for Brother Yasin, inshallah.
Mr. Suji, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yasin, I heard about the phone getting overheated. My God, subhanallah.
That's how hot it is.
That's how it is there. Good. So, in which state are you now?
Currently, I was in the South medical tent. Obviously, I can't spend time here. I just was using the air coolers inside there to cool my phone down. I'm going to head outside the camp. Are you back live again, or we are disconnected?
We are back live, so wherever we can talk to.
No problem. What I'm going to do is I first want to walk outside the camps to give the viewers back home an indication of the location of the South African Hajj camp this year, inshallah.
Inshallah. Have all the buses arrived, or are people still arriving?
Buses, but no, everyone's here. Buses started departing. Buses started departing.
I can see the sun, scorching above your head.
Okay, so this is the main road outside our camp. We fall under Service Center 31, which is non-Arab African pilgrims. And alhamdulillah, quite a few of our Hajj have taken the walk so far to Jabal Rahma, which I'm not sure if you can see directly in front of me. In the distance,
yes,
is Jabal Rahma. Can you see the people standing on Jabal Rahma?
Well,
that's
no,
our proximity.
Oh, okay. I cannot see them from here, but I can get the distant view.
Okay, I'll try to walk as close as I can in the heat. I do apologize. My phone is shutting off every few minutes because of the temperatures.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Even if you do 1 or 2 interviews, it will be fine. And we don't want to inconvenience your Mubarak time there as well. Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah.
And I'm sure it's overwhelming to hear the different languages and people walking with the same cloth, and you realize how equal we are before Allah, isn't it?
Alhamdulillah. It is, truly is.
So Yasin, in your time of dua, make dua for the ummah as well, and remember me in your duas as well, inshallah.
Inshallah, Ameen.
So
can you see through the gap, Mr. Suji? Are you able to make out Jabal Rahma clearly from here? From my side, it's less than 200 meters away.
Yes, I see it in the distance. Yes, okay.
Okay. Well, if that's okay, I'm going to head back inside. The sun is at its peak directly above me right now, so it is quite warm.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. No problem.
Okay, Mr. Sudi, if it's okay, I'm going to I can see my phone is heating up in my hand. 31, Camp 31. Yes, that's Janub Afrique. Marshall. No, sorry, I was entering the camp again and I came into one of the side gates, so the security was making sure I belonged here.
Of course. I think that's important, and they look very kind and hospitable, mashallah.
Oh, they are.
So,
Alhamdulillah.
Brother Yasin, if you have any person around you, we can chat to them briefly.
That's inshallah, that's my intention. I'm going to head to where some of the couples are, not just Al-Falah parents, but a lot of the couples have found their spaces outside of the camp, outside of the tents, under some of the trees that you see here. So I've spoken to a few of them, and some of them are willing to share their experience. I'm going to head down to them now, inshallah. I might disconnect in a few seconds just because it's a bit of a distance and I want to try and navigate my way there. And just to show you the abundance of water on the camps, inshallah. So all these boxes of water, inshallah. Okay, inshallah. Okay. Mr. Suji, I'll call you back now, inshallah.
That's fine, no problem.
Okay, salam.
Wa alaikum salam. Yasin will be meeting some of the families now and couples. So while on Hajj, hopefully we'll talk to them and other group members as well. So we await the link up again, inshallah. As we wait for Yasin, we're looking at live images of the crowds that are coming into the masjid area and really to fulfill the Hajj rituals. It is an experience that one cannot phrase in words, one cannot fathom because it is so connected to the reality of Deen. It is so connected to the lives of the Anbiya alayhi salatu wasalam. And one can only figure out, in your own personal way, how it was in the years before when so many amenities were not available, so many luxuries were not available. How did the Hajj take place? And going back in time when the Kaaba was first built, how was that moment where there was really a scarcity of everything? How did that entire region build up to the land we know today, to the visuals we have today? One cannot believe that development has taken, exponential steps to reach what we see today. Alhamdulillah. We are honored, and really to the listeners, to the viewers, it is something you should save up for. It is something that you must sacrifice for because the investment, is great. Sacrifice some of your holidays that you'll make in South Africa or the world over, sacrifice all of that and put that money away as an investment for your Hajj because it is so amazing. It is mixed with fascination, amazement, enjoyment, spirituality of different notes, connectivity, and you feel part of a greater ummah. And you feel that, yes, Allah's deen is for him to protect. It is for him to look after. The Holy Quran is for Allah to protect. And really, when you're on Hajj, you realize that Islam can never be destroyed. It can never be. And we must therefore look after this faith that we have, for the iman that we got, and look after it, inshallah. We're getting signal now, inshallah, from Brother Yasin. Let's wait up for that. We seem to have lost contact again. Hopefully, we'll be live soon, inshallah. and the Hujjaj are nearing the time of wukuf. So one can only imagine that spiritual feeling of knowing that now is the time where every dua is surely accepted. That yaqeen, that trust, that bond that you have at this point, no one can take it away from you, and nothing compares to it. You know, it is that culmination of your hard work, your effort, your courage that you built up all these years to make it here. And remember, everyone is coming with their own story. Everyone is coming with their own issues. Everyone is there. And the reality of it all is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is aware of every person's dua, every person's presence. And Allah already knows what the person will ask and what everyone will ask. And it reminds me of the teaching of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to the best effect. If all of humanity were congregated on one platform, and if all were to ask from Allah everything they want and more, Allah will give to everyone everything they want and more. And it will not affect His treasures, even to the extent of the water that remains on the needle that is dipped in the ocean. So there you are, people. It's that moment. That moment. The moment of truth. The moment of reflection. And it's emotional to talk to someone who's on Arafah, knowing full well that their du'as are going to be answered. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. We also remember Mr. Ghani, our teacher of Afrikaans, was also on Hajj, and all the parents as well of our school who are on Hajj, which whom we hope to talk to now, inshallah. Yasin, are you there? Inshallah, we'll give it another 2 minutes, and if you don't get any feedback, we'll call it off for the day, because it's just very busy. The networks are, I would say, streaming live from every part of the world. So in the next 2 or 3 minutes, if we do not get any feedback from Yasin, then inshallah we will call it a day on this Mubarak time for the people on Hajj. Inshallah, I think at this point in time, given the fact that we cannot get hold in touch with Brother Yasin anymore, we'd like to call this discussion to a close, shall I say, our meeting with the Hujjaj to a close, because it is just very difficult to get everyone online and on streaming, inshallah. So, inshallah, make dua for the people and make dua that we also go for Hajj again. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.